is a nice word by comparison. When I'm president, we're going to do things right. And when I was president, we imposed historic tariffs and prices, and we did it all. We did it all. Prices didn't go up. Everybody said, oh, if you do that, prices. No, the country made less money. That's what happened. Gave us tremendous political leverage over those countries, too, for things having nothing to do with economics. They hurt China, not America. That's why the Biden administration had no choice but to leave them in place. They've left them in place. They wanted to take them off. But so much money comes in from China and other places with the tariffs that I put on that Joe Biden, as much as he wanted to do his friends a favor, couldn't do it. Too much money. You couldn't justify it. There was no way to justify it. In my next term, I will revoke China's most favored nation trade status. It's very unfair. And by the way, I have great respect for President Xi. I think China and the United States will get along well together. I did until COVID came in. That was a step too far. But I had a great relationship with President Xi. I had a great relationship with most of the leaders. I'll pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act so that if China or any other countries, not just China, the European Union treats us very badly. Nobody knows that, very badly. We have a $250 billion deficit now with the European Union. But if China or the European Union, if any other group of countries or country makes us pay a 100 or 200% tariff or tax, we will make them pay a reciprocal tariff or tax of the exact same amount. So it's basically you hurt us, we hurt you. It's an eye for an eye, and it's common sense. We will ensure that we have 100% domestic American supply chains of all essential goods. Our supply chain has crashed, and you don't write about it now, but it's still crashed. And all you have to do is say, where's the package that was supposed to be here 3 months ago? People aren't getting them. It's very bad what's happened. They've destroyed our supply chain, which is something I didn't think could be done. COVID proved that if we need it in a crisis, then we must be able to make it in America. We want to rely on ourselves. We have no choice. This is really a matter of national security. We will bring back electronic production. We're going to bring up electronics, too. Electronics, we buy everything away. When you see the sophistication of the product I just saw at this place, electronics is peanuts by comparison. But pharmaceutical, too, it's outside of this country, 95%. We're reliant on various other countries. Good countries, nothing wrong, but we want to do it ourselves. They make a tremendous amount of money, and we lose our jobs. And we want to do it ourselves. Mineral production, car production. We're going to bring back the auto industry. We can do that. We can do better than anybody in the world. They've stolen 59% of our car-making business. The union, the United Auto Workers, I think the people in that union are going to vote for me overwhelmingly because I'm going to bring car industry back. They are destroying it. When they agree to all electric cars, they're not going to be made in this country. We will be making no cars in this country. And I was the one with South Korea that got the tax put on and extended on the small trucks. And if I didn't have that tax, the most successful product made in this country is the small trucks. If I didn't get that tax, South Korea and China would be destroying us now with additional product. We saved them, so I hope the auto workers are listening because they have a union boss that doesn't have a clue. He doesn't have a clue. It's sad. I wish he did. I don't have to like him. I wish he did, but he doesn't have a clue what he's done to the auto business in allowing this to happen where all of those cars are going to be made in China, and it's going to happen quickly. With the help of companies like this one, we will rebuild our hollowed-out defense industrial base, ensuring that America is never in a situation where we don't have tanks, missiles, the raw materials to fight and win a war. We have to have those. What would happen if we had a war? We won't, with me, but you will have World War III, I believe, without me, but we won't have. But what would happen if we did? And let's say it was with China, but they give us all of our steel. So we'll have to call China for steel so we can fight a war with them. How stupid are these people? Upon taking office, I will invoke the Defense Production Act wherever it's necessary to very quickly ramp up capacity of essential products. And I will stop Japan from buying United States steel. We have a foreign country that wants to purchase one of our greatest, if you go back 70 years, our greatest company by far was United States Steel Corporation. That was the big deal. And now we have Japan buying it. They shouldn't be allowed to buy it. We have to make it work. You don't want to sell U.S. steel. This is how we will rediscover the industrial heritage of our country. We will reclaim